Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Hadley. I'm so excited you've clicked on today's video. Today I'll be doing what's on my iPad Air and how you can customize it, different tips and tricks that I have with the new iOS 18. So if you're interested, grab your iPad and let's get into it. Okay, so I did recently post a what's on my iPhone 15 and tips and tricks for the iPhone, so make sure to check that video out if you haven't already. The link will be in the description, so make sure to check it out. Okay, so first I'm going to do what's on my iPad. So the first one that I'm going to start off with is the lock screen. This is the new revamped lock screen look that you can now add widgets. So if you want to add widgets, you're just going to kind of like highlight the screen, click customize lock screen, and then you can add different widgets. So you're just going to select on the left hand side and you can do whatever app, widget, whatever thing you want. Some people like to see the battery time, other people like, you know, like notifications for Gmail, whatever app you I say use the most, I would say would be definitely good to put on that side. But you can do any app you want. Super cool customization tricks. So I just have this little like flip clock, Spotify, and the battery for the Apple Pencil, which if you don't know what this is, it's basically like a iPad stylus. So you can write and draw like you're using pen and paper, but instead you're using an iPad and a pencil. And then it also shows the battery of the actual iPad. So that's how you can add the widgets. So this is the lock screen and I really like the look of it. And you can also find all of the wallpapers on my Pinterest, which if you don't follow me on Pinterest, I can show you guys my account. This is my Pinterest account. It is Hadley18. I do post pictures on there, so make sure you follow me. You get to see like what I'm doing and things like that. So really fun. Make sure you guys go follow me over there. And I also pin a bunch of stuff. Okay, moving on to the actual home screen. So this is what the home screen looks like. At the top, I have a like time and date widget. And then I have the camera app, photos app, clock, reminders, and maps. And really quick, I wanted to tell you guys about how to make these widgetsmiths. So if you're wanting to make these widgetsmiths, all you're going to do is you're going to need the app called Widgetsmith. And once you actually go to Widgetsmith, you will click whatever widget you want. So I'll click add a medium widget, and then there's a lot of different like filters, photos, things like that. So you might want to do a photo and a date, or the photo and the temperature outside, whatever you want. You can pick a theme. They have so many different ones that would really look good for the new iPhone 16. They're constantly updating the widgets, which is really nice about this app. So say, for example, you really liked this pink one, you can insert a photo, or you can just keep it as the color itself, and you can pick different filters and things like that. And then once you're done customizing it, you're just going to click the save, and then you're going to go on your home page. You're going to highlight the screen again. You're going to click the plus button in the left-hand corner, and you're just going to look up on the little search bar here, Widgetsmith, and you made a medium widget, so you're going to click add widget. And then whichever number you will just hold and select, and then pick the one that you had made. So I think it was medium number 2, I think that's the one I made. Whoops, never mind. I think it was the medium 3. Sorry, you have to like pick and choose which one it was. Yeah, so that's the one I just made. So it's super, super easy. So I just have the time and date, and then I'm just gonna remove that. And then I also have another one with a star on it that kind of goes with the pink vibe. And then I have another one for maps, which for the date, I mean, and it just has the calendar on it. And then below that, I have Pinterest, settings, Facebook, app state, Shein, Canva, Instagram, and Messenger. My mom does use this iPad, so I don't use Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, any of that because I'm not allowed to, but I do use Pinterest quite a bit. Like I said, make sure you guys go follow me on there. Shein, I only shop on that because it's really cheap stuff, but always when I order stuff, it's like never fits. So Shein's not really the greatest website. Moving on to the second page, this is a lot of like my mom's apps and things like that. yeah, so there's really nothing on there that like would be interesting to you guys. Maybe the shopping category. These are just some of the shopping apps she has. I use like Target, Amazon, Lululemon, LTK. LTK is another one of my favorite apps, which I did want to talk about in this video, some of my favorite apps, and show you guys kind of how to use them. So this is LTK, and these are the people that my mom follows, like I said. But you can, like Savannah LaBrant, you can just go through and you can click on a photo and they'll link their outfits. So like, for example, her and Everly, you can find the outfits on there, and if you want the exact thing she has, you can literally go and it'll take you directly to the link. So obviously she bought this on Amazon, so it takes you directly to the link and you can buy it straight from there. And sometimes they do get affiliate linked, so just remember that if you are buying from people on LTK. But super creative website, and I love that so much. Next, I wanted to talk about two of my other favorite apps on my iPad, one of which being Canva. I love Canva so much. That's actually where I make all of my thumbnails for my YouTube videos, and there's so many different options on there and things you can do on Canva that you can make. You can make different wallpapers, basically everything. Teachers sometimes use these to like make worksheets and stuff, which is also another like amazing like thing you can do on Canva. You can do a whole bunch of things, photo collages, everything. So super creative app and website. So you don't have to have the app, they also do have a website. So highly recommend that because you can create so many amazing things on there. And I highly recommend. I'm in business class, and so we have to make like our home business. So my group is doing like a ice cream food truck type thing, and we have definitely, there's been many times where we've really used Canva, and it's really helped us like get inspired and come up with like new ideas for the logo and everything like that, because that was my job to make the logo and the menu, and I think I did a really amazing job thanks to Canva. Another one of my favorite apps that I wanted to talk about is Flip Clock. So if you don't know what Flip Clock is, basically it's an app and you can set it up and it will basically like be a like alarm clock type of thing. So I really love these when I'm doing like homework, so I know what time it is. Like if you have to leave at a certain time, this is an amazing app to use. And it's also super aesthetic for like photos and things like that, which if you know me, I take photos all the time. So I really love using this because you can prop it up and it shows you the exact time and everything. And you can also have it going in the background. So if you're working on like a assignment or something, you can have it in the background, or if you're watching like a video, you can also put it up and it'll still display at the same time. All right, now I wanted to talk about some of the other features that you can now do with the iOS 18 specifically. That was just kind of what's on my iPad. Now I wanted to talk about some of the new features that iOS 18 has now came out with and how you can use them and benefit from them. The first one being Apple Intelligence. So if you don't know what Apple Intelligence is, it's basically a new way, kind of an expansion to like the creative side of Apple. So now you can do like Genmojis, which if you don't know what Genmojis is, basically you can kind of like make your own emoji. If you remember from my iPhone video, I talked about the emoji tapbacks. So that is something kind of new for the Apple Intelligence as well, but the Genmoji is what's really fun. You can basically make custom, like basically whatever you want as a emoji, which is really fun. And there's so many like creative ones that people have made, and I highly recommend giving that a shot. And it comes out this fall. I don't know exactly what day, but I bet that's pretty easy to figure out once they start like dropping hints on when it's going to come out. But I probably would have to guess like maybe like the end of this month or early November if I had to make a guess, but I don't know entirely for sure. But make sure you stay on the lookout for that. Another thing that's kind of fun is Siri has like been upgraded. So if you remember before, if you asked Siri a question, there'd be like a little bubble that popped up at the bottom of your screen. Now they've actually changed that, and like when you ask Siri a question, it's going to like, there's going to be a whole color wall that like comes up on the corner of your screen, like the rim of your screen, which is really, really cool looking. And it's like I said, if you remember my last video, I said that so many times. I got so sick of me hearing that when I was editing the video, on how many times that I said that they were like upgrading the technology. But you can really tell with this update like how much technology has like changed in things, because it used to be like so like boring, and now it's just like so exciting and it looks so cool. Something else that they've also released on notes is like kind of like magic notes. So I will show you guys actually an example. I will pull up on notes and demonstrate this one for you. Okay, if you're on notes and you click the plus button, I'm going to show you guys because this is so cool. This is when the Apple Pencil comes into play. So basically you can now like write on your screen and it will like autofill it. On the calculator app, if you're trying to solve an equation, it will automatically fill it out. But basically you can now like draw on your notes section, which is really helpful for like if you take notes, if you're in college and you take notes on like your iPad. It's super helpful because now you don't actually always have to like write on paper, because after a few pages of like writing on paper, like on notes, sometimes it can get really boring. And this actually does help, because then it's like you can do something else but you're still like being productive, you know? So you can like literally draw whatever you want, and it's actually really fun to do. When we first got this iPad, I was like obsessed with drawing, and I just like draw it on here like all day because it's so fun to like draw, but it's like on the computer, and all you need is like the Apple Pencil. I'll link the exact one that I have in the description if you want this exact one. Works really well. They make so many like covers on Amazon and things like that, but super, super helpful tool, and it literally looks like a pencil. So you're like, if you're trying to write, or if you know how the little siblings who are trying to write, maybe give them the Apple Pencil and see if they can learn how to write on the computer first. Just kidding, don't do that because they might break this. I would love to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, so if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, come back for future videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!